cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat, to the top like a crown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck. Coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat, to the top like a crown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck. I'm from the bottom of the barrel, came apart it in the gravel. All black be my apparel, Glock 40 pointing at you. We storming niggas' castles, my niggas is going cashews. I like it, I take it, I ain't gotta fucking ask you. Terrorist mindset, deadly the thoughts, should have buried the nonsense. And piss in the corpse, you niggas small like the fine grip, fall in line to get pop quick. You forgot your reminder, third pound we the livest. Respect over everything, cash come included, my clique get everything. Mash on the music, biz, it is what it is. These are the breaks, separate the real from the G's and the fakes. Cut the grass slow, poison all the snakes. Stash the cash flow and let it roll till it breaks. Life only determined by success. And since I'm ball blessed, ain't no doubt me and the team next. We coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat, to the top like a crown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck. Coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat, to the top like a crown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck.
Never lose love like sleep, I'll be stretched out. Everybody on my line, that's why I stepped out. Mark Gatorade, stone face gripped up. Mouth split, Tony Coke and Tiger gear ripped up. Pound reppin', G checking freshman. Top hat pimped out like the West End. Musical, wise guy, no lie. Real hard to eyeball, eyeball. Nigga pick a side, killers never switch a side. Money or the power, push away, I feel aside. Deal a day, still celebrating. Pop another bottle for every hater hating. Both hands, middle finger in the air. Shining on both so you see them shits clear. Playboy, ice grill, me no scared. And you can keep them ugly bitches over there.
Coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat, to the top like a crown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck. Coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat, to the top like a crown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck.
They don't wanna see me shine. Might go blind and the blind can't leave the blind. Dropping gems on them, they don't pay no mind. Nope. It ain't worth throwing pearls and swine. Love that fast money, wanna stick something. But a slow million better than a quick 100. One line at a time, keeping hits coming. Uncut blow, take a whiff of it. It's a shame what they do for wealth. Wanna be Wayne, shoot yourself. Like December 31st, let off them choppers like it's January 1st. July 4th with them fireworks. Put that mask on, October 31st. You the best, guess we the worst. This is my world, Mr. Universe.
Coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat, to the top like a crown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck. Coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat, to the top like a crown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck.
Coming live in the back, can't pardon your disrespect. From the G's to the goon, little homies on deck. This is boom back like a terrorist threat. Keep it gully good, can't shame my rap. Spit a universal code, take game and bet. Homie pre-think, bring your gang and set. I'm a suicide king, never bang regret. From the bottom of the barrel like the game is fit. As long as I'm alive, too legit to quit. The hustle is the turn, trying to flip the script. Don't let the struggle burn, you gotta flick the switch. Third pound on the move, so ridiculous. Oh.
Stayed out the argument the other day, but I'll probably be the instigator tonight.
There's a certain feeling in it.
The Eagles looking to change the Commanders again. Salute. Welcome to Bangin' Aces Live and Direct Sport Commentary, live with the one and only Bang. Or Bang USA, Bangusa. Salute to the Bangusa tribe. Whatever is much easier for you. What's going on? Happy New Year. I had to come on. It's been a while. A lot of things changing, a lot of moving parts. A lot of moving parts. A lot of things changing for me. But we still here. We still around. We still seeing what's going on. And tonight we have a banger. Wild Wild West game on a Saturday night. So it's a special episode 54. You know, like I know. But salute to all of y'all. Welcome into the new year. Let's get it going, man. Let's get it going. Hold on, bro. Let me get right for y'all. We even go live with the camera tonight. So I could address y'all and my fans and y'all can see me and we can get right. Though we gotta get right first. Gotta go on. Gotta represent. Hold on, let me get this going. My channel. Yeah, gotta represent. Alright, here we go. Now we go back to the big page. And where's it at? Right here. See it? Visuals, and we just do this. Why don't we do this, right? We'll do that. Hold up. Gotta get right for y'all. Hold up. Not all, so I can stop blinding y'all. And we get right for y'all, you know what I mean? Get right for y'all. So salute, first and foremost. Salute. Welcome to Bangin' Aces Live and Direct Sport Commentary. I'm your host, Bang. Happy New Year. Good for y'all to be here. Happy that y'all here. Pardon the little corner over there. Let's see if we can get it out of there. Yeah. That's better. Damn, nah. There you go. All right. So what's going on, man? So we got a lot going on, man. Salute to you, Sir Charles. Happy New Year. Yeah, man. So first and foremost, we got this game right here. And it's already on. Seahawks have already scored. And they looking like they going for another one. And it's going to be a 14-0 game unless there's a flag. No. There you go. Stepped out of bounds. So they're going to take that touchdown off the board. But what's going on, man? Let's get right here. What's going on, man? Let's get the microphone out of our face and shit. Push that back a little bit. Yeah, man. Charbonnet with a little run. Second quarter, 14 minutes in the game. And it's been a little minute. Let's get to this is what I like to get to. You know what I mean? This is a legacy bout. The legacy bouts begin. They actually began last week. And now we playing playoff football. And now they battling for division first top seed. Some people gonna be battling for the number one seed, trying not to lose so they could have that bye and everybody come through their town. Donald in trouble. Incomplete pass. 7-0 game still. 7-0 game. So what's going on, man? Legacy bouts begin. We break down the final pressure test of the NFL regular season as we're in week 18, the added week. I ain't gonna lie, it's a little It's going to take some getting used to. I'm already in playoff mode. My mind is already there. Like, you know what I mean? This extra game, and I know it's a lot at stake. It's just like, all right, man, let's get it done. Let's get the seedings done. These guys had a chance to do that, and they couldn't lock it away. And San Fran stayed efficient. They came in red hot. Seattle came in red hot. And now somebody has to lose. A lot of teams going into the playoffs red hot. And guess what? Somebody's got to lose. Somebody's got to lose. Division titles, number 1 seeds, and future jobs hang in the balance. Coaching jobs hang in the balance. Players didn't get it done, hang in the balance. As before this game, we watched the Bucs get it done by the skin of their teeth. But they sit and watch and wait and see if they win or not. And they've seen them been in this position many times in the last decade. And but at least they got the job done tonight. But even with the loss, the Panthers, if the Saints could somehow come out and be victorious this week, again, a week 18, people trying to go for their draft spots now, and when you're a bad team, going for your draft spots, so you're resting your starters, and for the people that's in the playoffs and it don't matter, they resting their starters, and you know what I mean? And so it's going to be interesting to see what happens here, and see who gets in out of them, because the Panthers could go with the loss, come back in. That's the luxury they played themselves into this year. So good job for them. If they don't make it and Bacon them make it, you know, I don't know, man. Buccaneers survived the Panthers, but does anyone actually win? Todd Bowles is still blitzing on a 4th down and getting burnt by the younger players now, regardless that he blew a Super Bowl opportunity with the GOAT at the helm that battled back in the game for him, and he goes for a 0 blitz and gets burned by Matt Stafford in the Cooper Cup thing multiple years ago. Today, to go into another playoff opportunity, this MF calls a 0 blitz on a 4th down, and Bryce Young burnt him. Bryce Young only has like 15, 16 passes downfield this year, and one of them was today against Todd Bowles, 0 blitz Bucks. Like he ain't learned the lesson yet. Don't call a 0 blitz on a 4th down, especially at the end of games. Like I don't understand. That's the definition of insanity, doing the same thing that doesn't work. There's a time and a place to call a 0 blitz. It's very risky anyway, but there's a time and a place. But a 4th down, when a player hasn't thrown down the field all year, you're going to he burn you. You know why? Because Matt Stafford gave everybody a blueprint on how to burn your Tampa 2. 0 blitz. They're begging you to do that. They begging you to do that, Todd Bowles. Thank you very much. That is the definition of insanity, and just that alone shows me no growth in all these years. And I'm speaking just as a fan and a nobody, a couch coach. But if it pisses me off, I know it pisses you off, and yeah. Y'all cannot say he deserved to keep his job in Tampa Bay. You heard me? Y'all cannot say he deserved to keep his job in Tampa Bay. And then that brings me to the next thing. Baker's Mayfield must win reality. Baker, you are out of time, buddy. You bought you some time. You got you your check. Got you your money. You bought you some time. But you are out of time, buddy. The constant INTs, I get it. You're a slinger. I'm on your side with that. to let Charles be my witness. Let Tucker be my witness. I've been on your side, but you throw too many INTs. Your INT to touchdown ratio is way off. And Baker, you didn't just start doing this. You keep on doing this. And even if you get into the playoffs, you got to win, buddy. You got to win now. Because your job is not guaranteed. Even though you got the money. Once the coach is gone and the new vision is brought in, and oh man, is there a new vision that I may be forsaking like the Oracle, but I will get to it. Man, and you know what I'm thinking, Sir Charles. I know you stand against it, but you know what I'm thinking. Carolina growth despite the loss. And the division still deciding its fate from the couch. This division has been mediocre for a decade or more, probably 20 years. Mediocre, bro. 8-8, 9-8, 8-7. It's ridiculous. Every year. Same thing. With the division, all those teams in that division, that South division down there, Saints, Carolina, Bucks, and Panthers. Now, you know what I'm thinking, Sir Charles. There's a Gravitas season in Tampa, in Florida. Do they come home in Florida? The whole Gravitas squad. Definitely better be a business thought, and then on top of it, a new vision and legacy. Gravitas thought you could be a part of it. What's Coach Prime doing again? I said it 2-3 years ago, right? I said it 2-3 years ago, but we'll see what happens. I don't want to go jump off the bridge yet. But remember, you heard it here first on BALDSC. And that's just speculation. No back news, no, it's just speculation. It's just watching the land of opportunity. You know, if it's time for the Bucs to grab a new quarterback, which I thought this year they should have grabbed that backup quarterback, a new quarterback to get ready behind Baker. But Baker was playing red hot last year. So I understand, right? But I don't know, buddies. I don't know. You know, I don't know what's going on with Baker this year, man. He still tried to come out looking. He must be. We suspect he's playing with an injury, but he's never leaned on the injury, so we just can't give him injuries. And yeah, you see what's on my head. JTS, Jets, gangrene. Yeah, they got to cut their cancerous coach out. He was cancerous in his first season. And his defensive-minded coach, mind you, didn't have an INT all year. You gave up the sauce, what ended up being one of the good decisions, right? But you gave up the sauce. Gary's hurt. Your J. Fields experiment and snicker party, the joke was on you. Everybody, now you should have been laughing at yourself. Y'all should have took a quarterback last year, even with J. Fields there. Y'all put all your eggs in one basket and got scrambled. Yeah, gangrene, but I'm still rocking you. I still rock my green. Will they get it together though? Oh, Purdy almost throws a pick. Incomplete. Got hit. 9:35. in the second. Marcus Lawrence running down Purdy. Hold on, I got a picture of that here. So it look like he's a problem. He's a problem. But yeah, man. Couch coach, man. Couch coach. I let the world be know it's for the fan, by the fan right here on BALDSC. I ain't ashamed of it. You know, yeah, when I call me a fanboy, call me whatever verbal ammo you may think you have, y'all getting critique. And all y'all players, all y'all player hosts and podcasts, y'all being slick. And all y'all hosts, podcasts, y'all being slick. Y'all trying to take shots at all the podcasts like you're more deserving than other people. Like, if you got a successful podcast, God bless you, bro. You understand what I'm saying? That don't stop the fans. You played the sport. God bless you, bro. Like, you know what I mean? That don't stop the fans from being the fans. You know what I mean? Like, you got Seattle fans, you got San Fran fans, you got Jet fans, you got Giant fans, you got those fan bases are thick. NFL fan bases are thick. They've been watching sports for like the same 50 years. You've been playing. Like, we was watching sports before you took to the field. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, the fans matter. The fans matter. The fans in the stands, the fans on the TV, the fans on everything. You got at it and get DK Metcalf beating up fans and all that, and the fans is gonna rebel back on you, regardless if the fan was wrong or not. You can't be out there beating up fans, or you're gonna get bad press. You are responsible for your actions. You understand me? Black, white, purple, green. You are responsible for your actions. So don't get DK Metcalf, man. Aaron Rodgers had a chance to go back to try and get another Super Bowl before he retired, and then he DK Metcalf with the fans because he think the fans matter, right? The fans, they're gonna tell us the fans don't matter, but try to attack the fans for the fans saying something verbally to them, and they're fans. Rather it's a fan of you, a fan of the other team. Once we get you got to bite on that fandom, oh man, it's not like being on the game and running across one of these guys, and you know what I mean. You get the racial slurs and all that. Like, besides that, they, you know, oh, your mother this, your mother that, yeah, like, you know what I mean. Like, it's bad enough for that, but man, the fans, like, I see the fans getting a lot of dirty work, man. It's the fans bringing attention to your bad habits, to your bad football, to your bad gaming, to your bad hosting, to your bad questions, to your bad ideology, to your clickbaiting and narrations, to your the fans. I salute the fans, man. Every one of you. The one that dislike me, the one that like me, the one that don't see me or claim they don't see me, but still your lingo, all your topics. Yeah, I see y'all and I feel y'all and I salute y'all. Happy New Year, man. Let's go. Let's get this content going. Still gonna raise the question as the fan. I'm still gonna make the statement as the fan. I'm still here for the fan, by the fan. Bang! X-bound. Yeah, born and raised. Let's go. Blunt, brass, tongue, too slick, mind too. Oh, Walker, 3-yard game, 7-0 game. Seattle got it in control, trying to ring it down to the half. Let's go. So it's a lot there, man. It's a lot going on. Legacy bouts begin, man. Legacy bouts begin. Let's go. Wild Wild West, NFC West, everything at once. Saturday night at Levi Stadium has brought you the 7-0 thriller. Sam Darnold in the shotgun. Can he pull it off? He's due to get $2 million in incentives today. Does he get them all? I don't know. But I think he has to prioritize the big thing, and is winning this game. Let the rest fall into place, Sammy. Let the rest fall into place. Over 2.5 in incentives. He could clear the night, I believe, with number 1 seed is 1, I believe. Being a Pro Bowler is 2, I believe. Getting over a certain amount of yards. I think he was like 100 or 200 off the yardage. Certain amount of touchdowns. He's like a touchdown or 2 off of that. Like, oh man, Sammy, we're in the money, Sammy. And speaking of Sammy, we got Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey trying to be the 1,000 boy. You better seriously consider him for the MVP if he reaches that feat. I believe he needed 100-something yards, receptions, and a couple of more touchdowns. He'll make 1,000, I believe 15 touchdowns or something like that, or more, maybe 20. I think he's closer to 20. I think he got 10 rushing, 17 total touchdown, 890 receiving yards, 1,179 rushing yards. Yeah. He isn't a running back. He's an ecosystem. He's a whole ecosystem by himself. He does everything. It's all Purdy needs. Will he get in the end zone tonight? Mr. Christian McCaffrey remains the gravitational force in San Francisco's offense. With a bad back and all, put up those numbers. Hold on. Let me see something. I'm going to move that. It's screaming back there and all that on the commercials. But, yeah. Carolina lost, but has arrived. Let's stop pretending this was a failure season for Carolina. Has gone from 2 wins to 5 wins to 8 wins. They're consistently, gradually growing, going up. Dave Canales doing his job, that structure, that trajectory, that's legitimacy, returning to the franchise. Teteroa McMillan crossing 1,000 receiving yards as a rookie. It isn't hype, it's confirmation. Boy, it's going to be a star. Carolina just didn't find a contributor. They found themselves a little superstar there. And he's a little tough dude. Got caught for offensive pass interference off a push-off on the 2-yard line on the bump. He done pushed the damn receiver off of him. So tough to get back inside. They called it. It should not have been a pass interference, but he ain't letting them DBs bully him. That's for sure as a rookie. So good for him. Bryce Young wasn't perfect, but the arrow is finally pointing upward for him. 5th-year option shouldn't be a debate. Maybe it should be. I don't know. They gave him a lot of chances. Will Shador have as much chances as Bryce Young? Does anybody get as much chances as Bryce Young? I don't know. The flea flicker fumble that came up big. That's malpractice. The officiating stretch was brutal, but the Panthers didn't fold, and that matters. They're not stuck anymore. They're forming into something. What? I don't know, but something. I don't know. It's still in that pitiful cell. So next year is a whole new year, and can they go up from 8 wins? And if they could, that means they're battling for a division. And yeah, we'll see about the Panthers. Let's see about the Panthers. But they lost today. They should have just been able to try to win that game, even though they tried. The fumble was big. The flea flicker fumble was big. That was so big. Y'all don't understand. The flea flicker fumble was the biggest thing that ever happened. Seattle has the ball again. 6 minutes on the clock. Let's see what goes down. What goes down? What goes down there? What goes down there? Gravitas hits 1350 scrimmage yards and secures his $1 million in incentives in this game. Salute to Rico Dowdle. Had a great season. Dallas mad as hell they ain't keep him in the fold, right? As I said, something is forming there. I don't know. Matthew Golden was a big-ass disappointment this year for one of the first wide receivers to go off the board in this year's draft. I was very disappointed in his season. I think his draft slot was higher than deserved. And he thought he fell down to the mid-20s somewhere. And he thought he fell. He thought he was played. But the season he produced this year with Love was pathetic. Luther Burden went for way more, double his numbers, and at least got 2 TDs on the season. And Matthew Golden got none. So that Matthew Golden, I hope you have a better next season, but you were supposed to be drafted. I remember what the owner said. We finally drafted the number 1 wide receiver. I'm sorry, he was second fiddle to not only Christian Watson, but Jaden Reed, and both these guys was hurt for multiple games this season and still produced way more than he did. So I wasted that draft spot this year. Oh, goodness gracious, man. I wish I didn't do that, but I had to. What else? Caleb Williams becomes a big quarterback this year. Almost throwing for 4,000 yards. Actually, let's read off his numbers correctly now. Let's do them fairly like we did Christian McCaffrey and all of them. I wasn't a big Caleb fan coming into the season. I expected more from him last year. He has not impressed me. This season, I watched him very highly critically. I watched him struggle early in games and put it together in late in most games, but the stat that most impressed me is in 18 weeks, he got 6 INTs on the season. He has 0 fumbles in 18 weeks. So that, when you compare that to Justin Fields, oh my goodness. You know what I mean? The INTs and fumbles that Justin Fields put up, I believe it was 8 1 year, even though that's 2 more than Caleb here. He still put up similar numbers to Caleb. Caleb is bypassing him now, having a great season with the 25 TDs. Is great for Caleb. I believe Josh Allen has 25 TDs as well, and 10 INTs right now, 2 fumbles. So that just gives you a base of where he's at. He had 3,700 yards coming into week 18. We'll see what he finishes with. I don't think that he gets to 4,000 and be the first Bears quarterback to do that. Similar production to Josh Allen, different efficiency, different care levels. This year quietly become a referendum of ball security, processing, and growth. Not just arm talent. The league is shifting whether it wants to admit it or not. It is shifting to the young boys' playground. And they not asking permission. They come in snatching it. You better be healthy, old man. That's how they looking at it. or we coming for your spot. We coming for those thrones, and we coming for those seasons. And I think the playoffs this year is going to represent that. Drake May, Caleb Williams, Bo Nix, all second-year players in the playoffs. You understand what I'm saying? If you lose to any one of these kids, like, you're going to feel crazy as a vet. Jalen Hurts ain't too old either, but he lose to one of these kids, bro. Like Caleb, oh my God. He's going to get demolished. And Jalen Hurts' numbers is sleepily ill right now. So, you know, Mr. No passing yards in this whole second half and still winning games. Like, I don't know how he's doing it, y'all, but he's doing it. So you got to give it some admiration. You know what I mean? Numbers don't lie, man. 37-30, 25 TDs, 6 interceptions, 0 fumbles. But those late games, man, where you got to make a drive or two count. He's made a drive or two count, and he's made it happen. And his defense has kept him in games, and I think the defense gets overlooked in a season when you're trying to give Caleb all the credit. The defense, 30-plus takeaways, is being overlooked, and that's what's kept him in games to be able to win. And his 2 backs, that's close to 1,000 yards, or one over 1,000 already, and the other one just about to get there. I think that matters a little, just a tad bit. But yeah, you can't take nothing away from him. He's done his thing. 3,700 yards is 3,700 yards. You know what I mean? 4,000 yards is 4,000 yards. You know what I mean? That's why I feel like they can't hate on Caleb either. I mean, on Drake May either. You know what I mean? If you're gonna give Caleb the ban, some say is Caleb deservingly to be put in the MVP conversation? No. Why? They'd say. Then they say, why? 37-30, 25 TDs, 6 INTs, 90 QBR rate. Over 56 passes for 20, only 7 for 40 plus. All right. He's in yardage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 down in the 8th spot. He's 3 more yards better than Justin Herbert, but 1 touchdown less than Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert also has 13 INTs, but he's playing at a higher QBR rating than Caleb. That should speak for something. Justin Herbert is at 7.3. Trevor Lawrence is right in front of Caleb, 37.52 with 26 and 12 INTs. Playing a little less QBR rated than Caleb at 88%. Bo Nix, 60 yards more than Caleb. 11 INTs, 25 touchdowns as well. You understand what I'm saying? 37.90. So if you're going to put Bo Nix in there, I can see people arguing Trevor Lawrence and Caleb Williams should be in there. But when you get to these niggas, these dudes' numbers, Drake May, 4,200. 30 touchdowns, 8 INTs, right? That trajectory is crazy. Jared Goff, 42, 33 touchdowns, 7 INTs, a 107 QBR. Drake May at 112 QBR. Matt Stafford at 4,400 yards going into week 18, 42 touchdowns, 8 INTs. That is a remarkable season. He got up 8 more touchdowns than Drake May passing. Drake May got a couple on it with his legs, but still passing. You know what I mean? That's remarkable. Every time I look at the number, I say Matt Stafford gets the MVP hands down, blah, 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 right? But then I look at the second-year player, just taking down everything they put in front of him, playing at a better QBR percentage than Matt Stafford, a better completion percentage than Matt Stafford, a better rating, better right there on him with the yardage, like 200 yards off going into week 18. So we'll see. But Dak Prescott's the number one in yardage, bro. 44.82, 30 TDs. Drake May right there with him with 400 less yards. No, 200 less yards, but still. Right there with Dak Prescott, playing better than Dak Prescott, if you ask me. Playing better than Jared Goff. Though Jared Goff got 30 more yards than him and 3 more touchdowns. But he's just playing better than him. Got better wins, fighting for the number 1 seed. You know, he got the number 1 seed in the division. Now he's fighting for the number 1 seed in the AFC. Dude, Drake May and Bo Nix fighting for the number 1 seed. Wow. Trevor. Wow, Justin. Wow, Baker. Wow, Josh Allen. You understand what I'm saying? Like, these are all AFC guys. Patty Mahomes is out. But wow to these other guys. Like, let's say about them. Then in the NFC, what we got going on? NFC, the West, the Wild Wild West is going crazy. I think all of them going to the playoffs, right? All of them going to the playoffs. Now they just battling who's taking the number 1 seed. And they tried to bully the San Fran in the middle of the season while they was hurt, get those little quick little wins. San Fran got a little healthy. Then they got a little hurt again. They ain't even playing with Trent Williams tonight. That's why they struggling. It's a 10-0 game, y'all. 10-0 game. It's a lot of stuff, man. It's a lot of stuff. Salute. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff to talk about. Purdy getting sacked up today. Yeah, you ain't getting 5 touchdowns on us, buddy. I don't care what you've been up to. You ain't getting 5 touchdowns on us. $1:10 on the clock to the half. The 10-0 game. I just expect old boy to get something going, like Shanahan. I just expect that, like I'm at that level. Oh yeah, they got it. They got 3 points off a field goal. Well, good for them. Good for them. Yeah, so man, just got some moves to make. They got a quarterback to pick up. There's a lineman to pick up. They got probably a wide receiver to pick up, and then they need to make a trade. They need to let Garrett Wilson go with a new vision. Not that Garrett Wilson is not good. I just don't want to put him through that no more. Like, the kid has been tortured throughout his career as a Jet. Playing for this losing squad. Like, Sam Darnold, 9 of 12, 89 yards only. Jack Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker beating them basically. 60 for one, 50 for the other. Touchdown for Charbonnet. 49 struggling. Purdy, 10 of 13, 47 yards. All them short field passes. Got to open it up, Purdy. Christian McCaffrey, 3 for 7 and rushing. What he got? Receiving, though? That's where the money at for Christian McCaffrey. 3 receptions for 18 yards. Yeah, it's not going to go. It's not going to go. Darnold in trouble. Darnold sack. They get by and sack Darnold. Uh-oh. All right, Sammy. Thinking about that money too much. Sammy. Nah, Sammy. Can't be thinking about the money, Sammy. Warner. Tackle. San Fran look like they're playing a better brand of defense going into the half. We'll see how they come out. 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. They're going into the half. Sam Darnold holding his arm. Uh-oh. Sammy. Don't do sabe, son. Ya tú sabes, Sammy. I'm back. Playing for the number 1 seed, down 7 with a whole half to go. I like our stands. So Charles don't like these games because these defensive games. But, San Fran ain't supposed to have no defense. That's what they told you. That's what they told me. San Fran don't got no defense. They can't do nothing. That's what they told me. I'm just repeating what they told me. Robert solid defense. Ain't got no defense. San Fran ain't got no defense. Let's go. We'll go standings. We'll go league. Let's see who's playing the best defense going into the playoffs. We go league. Go points against. Points for. Points against. All right. Overall defenses going into the playoffs. Houston Texans is number 1. Only giving up 265 points on the season. Seattle, number 2. Okay, Seattle. That's why we got San Fran dribbling right now, right? They said that they are reminiscent of Seattle's old defense, but they want their own vision. I forgot what they call themselves. Black Pit or some shit like that. I don't know, something like that. Philly Eagles got the number 3 defense on the season going into the playoffs. That's right. I'll repeat it. The Philly Eagles got the number 3 defense. Right? I mean, I'm second in the NFC. Just to get that clear. Second. Yeah. Second in the NFC. So if you want to know why they win, look right there at their defense, right? All they need to do is get a little lead, and that defense takes over. Then the Denver Broncos are number 4 overall. They've given up 308 points on the season. Philly's given up 301. Seattle's given up 289. Houston is giving up 265. Right? Now, that doesn't include who's topping interceptions. That's not who's topping sacks. It's overall. You understand what I'm saying? These are all playoff teams as well. So that's how the seconds it. Real close to the Denver Broncos, the New England Patriots, man. Both with 13-3 records. They top 5. New England Patriots. The 6th defense in the league this season, played consistent all year, was the Kansas City Chiefs. I would say it would be the results of the 6 games they won, though Patty was playing pretty well. Kansas City Chiefs lost 10 games this year, bro. 10 fucking games. Going into this week, that's crazy. They're going to get a pretty good draft pick. What do they play it on? What do they waste it on? Then you got Kansas City Chiefs. Numbers, what I said, they were 6. 7 Chargers, Los Angeles Chargers. Coming close to the Chiefs, but worse than them. 321 on the season. 6-3 at home, 5-0 in the division, 5-2 on the road. Okay. 5-0 in the division is crazy, right? I mean, and they owned the division this year. And that's what gave them half their wins. That's crazy. But yeah, the Chargers have a good defense, top 7. Then the Rams. That's interesting because I thought the Rams had a top 3 defense. You know what I mean? But they probably top 3 in the NFC. Let's see. Got Seattle, Philly, and then the Rams. The rest of those teams in the AFC. Houston, Denver, Patriots, Chiefs, Chargers. So the best defenses in the AFC. That's interesting. Los Angeles Rams, top 8 on defense, 11-5 record, 326 given up this year. Middle of the pack. They still got a good enough defense to win it all. Watch out for the Los Angeles Rams and the Los Angeles Chargers. They got good enough defenses to win. It all comes down to their offenses, and Chargers are getting healthy. They got to get their line together, though. That's for sure. And you got the Jacksonville Jaguars. Well, I thought they was a real higher defensive team. Let's see where they at in the AFC. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They the 6th AFC best team, giving up 329 on the year, 12-4, 6-2 at home, 6-2 on the road, 4-1 in the division, 9-2 in the conference. 9-2 in the conference. Did you hear that? That's not fair. You didn't say the Broncos conference record. Well, they was 8-3. Patriots 8-3. Seattle 8-3. Houston 9-2 in the conference. Only other team that's 9-2 in the conference, they Southern rival in Jacksonville Jaguars, same 9-2 in the conference. So, that's interesting. Watch out for that stat right there, right? Got a good enough defense to win. It's just their offense. Like, what is their offense? What is Trevor Lawrence? You know what I mean? Then, after the Jaguars, you have the Vikings at 10. Vikings at 10, only giving up 330 on the season. 3-4 at home, 5-4 on the road, 3-2 in the division, 6-5 in the conference. They did not make the playoffs, but going into week 18, they are the 11th or the 10th best team. Then behind them comes the Green Bay Packers at 11, 344 giving up. Buffalo Bills at 12. Is that good enough to win a Super Bowl? 357 giving up, 6-2 at home, 5-3 on the road, 3-2 in the division, 8-3 in the conference. Yeah. That's crazy. Then after them comes San Francisco 49ers, or 12-4, 5-2 at home, 7-2 on the road, 4-1 in the division. I believe that one loss coming to the Rams, 9-2 in the conference. So they coming in red hot, and they're in the playoffs with 12-4. Then the Cleveland Browns come in with the, all right, so this is 11, 12, 13, 14th best defense in the season is the Cleveland Browns with 4 wins going into this week's game. They could be a spoiler. Oh, no. Bengals are out anyway. There's no spoiler. They played spoiler last week to Steelers. Good victory for Shador Sanders. But they giving up 361 to 49ers, 358. 1 point less than the Bills, 357. So they're all playing similar defensive wise. I don't know that that's good enough to win. They got to be in that top 10 when you're playing one of these top 10 teams, in my opinion. But we did say a top 15 defense, right? So let's continue. Pittsburgh Steelers coming in after the Cleveland Browns with a 9-7 record, 5-3 at home, 4-4 on the road, 3-2 in the division, and 7-4 in the conference. Steelers, scary. They missing a lot of guys going into the playoffs. Let's see if those guys can get back. The Warrens, the Tyler Warrens. I mean, not Tyler Warrens. Whatever. Jalen Ramsey. I don't know that Watt is going to be available for the playoffs, so they're missing some key players over there, and they fell off like they normally do. 9-7 record. They're trying to get to their 10th win this week. I don't know that they can get there. We'll see. They play the Ravens, right? No, who they play? Oh, yeah, they play the Ravens. New Orleans Saints. coming after the Steelers, and defense-wise, 364 on the season. Baltimore Ravens coming after them, 372. So they got better on the season. They were the worst defense. They got an 8-8 record. They need this win badly to get in the playoffs and take the throne. It's their division to lose. The Steelers looking to play spoiler on that, and we'll see what happens. Aaron Rodgers is going to come to play. That's what I know that much. Indy Colts coming after them. This team started red hot. I don't know. They took some injuries in their secondary, and they went down. They lost their quarterback. They went down. They went and signed Phillip Rivers off his couch, the grandpa that he is. And he gave you some exciting, dramaful games, he gave you losses. What was to be expected, signing an old man off the couch? That team was going to lose with a young boy, fresh legs. You understand what I'm saying? So with the ending schedule that they had, I capped them off about a month and a half ago at the 8-win mark, and they sure enough stayed stuck at the 8 wins. People didn't believe that, though. They said, nah, Johnny T. That team is Johnny T. He can't be shopped. He can't be shut down. And I just watched him get shut down week after week after that. We talked about the Carolina Panthers. What else do I got to say about the Panthers? Let's see. NFC South, must win, nothing improving there. Buccaneers win 16-14 over the Panthers. Survival, not progress. Saturday afternoon, Tampa was football stripped to its ugliest truth. Rain, slippage, fumbles, season hanging by the threads. Yes, Tampa won. No, it wasn't impressive. And no, it didn't fix anything. Get rid of Todd Bowles. They need better coaching. Todd Bowles, once again, I leaned into the same zero blitz logic that's burnt them repeatedly year after year. Zero blitz on 4th down again. Todd Bowles, even after Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp handed the league the blueprint years earlier. I said years earlier. That's not aggression. That's not regression. That's just pure stupidity. That's repetition without learning. That's on ownership to cover. Boy, that seat right here on Bang Aces Live and Direct. We have some questions for the management over there. We really have some questions. Carolina lost, but like I said earlier, has arrived. Let's stop pretending it was a failure season for somebody that they was benching a year ago. He survived the season, and he went with the bumps and bruises up and down, but he got himself a 1,000-yard receiver. Now he needs another 1,000-yard receiver. He got the running backs, if you ask me. It's all about his progression and aggression, and stop being scared, fall into yourself, and play football, man. Play football. Something I wish Justin Fields would have been able to do. Play like he was in college, but these guys, they get in the league, and the league be out of whack to them, and they can't make the adjustments quick enough, and the different pressures. But this kid has had the window open and the opportunity, so there's no excuses for this kid, and he just needs to keep going. And that kid is Bryce Young I'm talking about. NFC problem is still unresolved, though. Let's be honest, this division has been a mediocrity bond for over a decade, close to 20 years maybe, because even when Cam Newton was playing, that division was still funny. Different logos, same ceiling. Now the title will be decided by Saints versus Falcons. Who decides to win that game? Two teams already eliminated out the playoffs. If Tampa wins the division, they'll celebrate from their living rooms. If Carolina sneaks in, it's after losing 3 of 4. That's not drama. That's dysfunction surviving itself. And we already talked about what you gotta do to get rid of that dysfunction. You gotta cut off the head. You gotta cut off the head. You gotta get it at the head. And you got some superb rookies in there. And you have a Hall of Fame, potential Hall of Fame in there. You gotta cut off the head, like, so that there is accountability in the building. Period. Next year is only going to get tougher. You cannot fool yourself. You have to come with a new vision. And that vision might incorporate losing Baker Mayfield. So think about your trades wisely. My boy, my family member, I keep saying that. There is no real truth or proof to that. But he is a Godwin, and I'm a Godwin. And for years, I thought I was the only Godwin. And he might have to go too, Godwin, family or not. Like, I would love him to stay at Tampa. He learned from Evans and all that, but he is worth some money, and he is not on the field enough. Not on the field enough, bro. Not on the field enough. They got a Buka, but they need some work. They may need to go get another guy this year for Baker or the next guy. But it might be time. And that opens the door. Is it time? Is it time for the Carter family home to Florida? And let them all come, and let all of them come and gravitate in Florida? Is it time? Oh, man. It might be time. Let me look at the time. It might be perfect timing, man. It might be perfect timing. Word. In Florida. Travis. Right down the state. Like, come on, Travis. Come on home. Come on home. Bait him. Is it time, though? Still a 10-3 game, y'all. This is really bull crap, Bill. Yeah, I decided to come on. I haven't talked to the fellas, so I decided to come on, though, and show my face. I went out of town. I did some things. I went to visit my son. I did some other things. Been working. Man, it's about to be turned up. It's about to be turned up, and I'm excited about this year coming in, 26. Y'all stay tuned. I'm still not, it does not affect y'all. It might affect y'all for the better, but it doesn't affect y'all for the worse at all. So y'all stay tuned. A lot of things happening, man. I got the Eagles as my prediction, right? I think I got the Eagles as my Super Bowl prediction, one of my Super Bowl prediction teams. But now I'm starting to think about these 49ers right here, right? Because they've been back and forth, and they've been trying to get in and spot that time for them. No Patty Mahomes, no Joe Burrow, no Lamar Jackson, possibly no Josh Allen. It might be perfect for the 49ers right now to go do their thing. So, can Brock Purdy pull it off? They try to tell me Brock Purdy was irrelevant. It was a plug-and-play system. It was a plug-and-play system. And then he started doing things that nobody's done in the league. He started pulling off days that nobody's done. Not even the old timers like Montana and them. Like, so the Mr. Incredible acronym he has here on BALDSC is going to remain for his name, from irrelevance to incredibleness. And I'm really curious about Brock Purdy right now, because his coach is one of the best in the game. You see how good he kept his team this year with all of them getting hurt. He did this with a hurt squad. So I'm not surprised they 13 in defense and all that. Like, their defense got hurt. He has no rush, right? But then he got a couple of sacks this game on Sammy D. They keep making plays week by week. 9:44 on the clock, 2nd and 8, 10-3 game. Let's get into a play. Sam Darnold in the shotgun. Running back on his left, motion on his right, to his left. 3-step drop, panic, screen pass. Gets it. Walker, first down and a little more. Out of bounds. Let's go. Sammy, I seen the happy feet, Sir Charles. I seen the happy feet. See Sammy in the happy feet? He had the happy feet on the screen pass. Panicking. Made a big play, though. 8:55 on the clock. Eye for him. Motion to the right. Settles down. Hikes the ball. Pitches to the right. Walker has to turn it up. Get some yards. And they blow the whistle. 2 short of the first. 2 short of the first. Ricky Pearsall out tonight. Trent Williams out tonight. Purdy got to figure it out without him, though. But he'd be 5-1 without him. He got to put it together. Walker taken down in the backfield. Maybe stopped at the line by Mustafa. Walker stayed down. Yeah, Walker stayed down. 2, 3. Drag down. Oh. This big man got rolled up on the back of his leg. That hurts. That hurts, big man. Yeah, man. So what else we got? So who's going to win the Super Bowl? Y'all put it in the chat. In the watch over, y'all put it down in the comments and we can get it going, man. It's not about pretty football. It's about postseason truth. The win, the ugly wins in January, elite trenches, still the most reliable playoff currency. Who is that? Since the Super Bowl loss? Oh, man. Who can stop them? Probably won't. The Bills. Sailing, Super Bowl champs. Reality, emotional volatility, executional lapses. Josh Allen plays hero ball until January, access for discipline. Yeah, and then you find out who the best team is. And usually that's not the Bills. Chiefs are gone already. 49ers. Brock Purdy just cooked the contender with spare parts last week. Respect, but health attrition, mileage, danger zone. Brock Purdy, I told you, I don't know how to feel about the 49ers. Is Drakey May MVP? Can he get to the bowl game, though? He's arriving ahead of schedule. But I don't feel it's going to be for him this year. I just think they got to learn what it's about. And maybe Vrabel could coach them into a victory their first year. But he's been struggling to get to the through the playoffs, too. So he got some ghost to lift, too. So I just think Drake May got to lose first. Same thing with Caleb Williams. They can win a game. If they win the game, I'll give them their cahoots, but I don't see them going past that. Like, you know what I mean? But we'll see. We'll see in the matchups. Texans, again, Joshy is the most dangerous. Who's going to want to pay him? Who they match up with? But the Texans and Jaguars can give them a run for their money. Now, the experience alone should gravitate Joshy past them. But you know how it is in January, man. You know how it is. So I just think the Eagles and the Bills would be my general selection, but I'm still going to make a pick on these guys once I see the selection, the card layouts, and all that. I think the Texans have a good chance to get there, and I think the 49ers have a good chance to get there. But so does the Rams and everybody else. So all you got to do is get in and play good football and legacy football, not fantasy football, legacy football. And when it's over, everyone will say, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. What we got going on here? I'm on Yahoo Sports. Jared Verse fined by the NFL. Okay, Jared Verse, you can't be getting fined by the fucking NFL. What's wrong with you, bro? Let me get it back to this. No. Either. Yeah. There you go. So, if y'all want to look at these numbers, man, in these years from these guys, done for 3,700 yards. In 2005, 4,100 from Tom Brady. Trent Green went for 4,000. Brett Favre for 3,800. Palmer for 3,800. Eli Manning 3,700. They was balling, boy. Peyton Manning 3,700. Drew Bledsoe 3,600. Drew Brees 3,500. Matt Hasselbeck 3,400. So when you compare that to the player stats of this season, Dak Prescott 4,400, Matt Stafford 4,400, Jared Goff 4,200, Drake May 4,200, 3,800 for Sam Darnold, 37 for Bo Nix, Trevor Lawrence 37, Caleb Williams 37, Justin Herbert 37, and then Baker Mayfield 36. But he got to be at 37 today after today's numbers, but still 36. Compare that to that, like These dudes got better in football throwing the ball, and um 6:33 on the clock, 10-3 game still remains. 49ers got to get off the snide, man. Come on, bro. I need to score. Where's CMC at, bro? They got the ball now. Come on, Purdy in the shotgun. 2nd and 7 here. Motion. Purdy, 3-step drop. Over the middle. Caught, but stopped before the first down. CMC. 3rd down coming. Let's go. 3rd down, 3rd and 2. Purdy. 3-step drop. Steps up. Completes, but short of the first. They ain't get it. He's behind the chains, but then he jumps up, goes to get the ball, and lands behind the chains. Gets tackled right away. Gave up the first down. Punt on the clock. They punt it. They get it away. They catch at 30. Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man. Let's see, let's get the guys in there. Yeah. Texans, Seahawks, and Rams. Okay. Those your picks there. We'll see, though. We'll see. I know that fit to change. Top receivers. Trey McBride. Top of the league in receptions, tied with Puka Nacua at 119 receptions. Puka got like 600 more yards than him, but Trey McBride got more touchdowns. So I guess that's what matters. Devontae Adams leading the league in touchdown receptions, 14, and he hasn't played in 2 or 3 weeks. What the heck is going on with the league, bro? Dallas go to second, top of second with Trey McBride and Amon-Ra at 11. Devontae Adams, 3 more. T. Higgins with 10. Jackson Smith and Jigba with 10. Juan Jennings with 9. Puka Nakua with 9. Chris Olave with 9. George Pickens with 9. Jake Ferguson 8. Quentin Johnston 8. Johnson got hopped over early in the season. I don't know where he disappeared to. Brock Bowers 7. A.J. Brown 7. Jamar Chase 7. That's what Jamar Chase's issue is. Not scoring the rock enough. Hunter Henry 7, George Kittle 7, been hurt a lot and still got 7 touchdowns. McCaffrey 7, McMillan 7, Pittman 7, Cortland 7, Jameson Williams 7, Barner 6, Keishon Booty 6, Nico Collins 6, and that's touchdowns. Devontae Adams leading the whole league in touchdowns, bro. At his age, I think he's the oldest out of all those young guys. Jackson Smith and Jigba leading the league in receiving yards. And Sam Darnold looks to him. Bonner can't catch the ball. Sam Darnold trying to go to his tight end. Now to get this team solid on top of that. .348 on the clock. 3rd and 17. Puka Nakua. It's in second. And receiving yards. 1639 to Smith and Jigba 1709. So less than 100 yards. As Walker gets the first down for the them coming out the half, 3:32 on the clock. Walker with a nice run. First down. Dominance. Dominance panicking in the suites after the big run. Play action, shoots down the middle, completes to Jigba. Down for another first down. They go with that crosser route, boy. Go back to that crosser route. Targets. Most targets in the league went to Jamar Chase by a good little margin. Then Trey McBride, then Amon-Ra, and Chris Olave, and Puka Nakua. Jackson Smith and Jigba, Wandale Robinson, wow. And he got over 1,000 too. Second string wide receiver. That's a plus. That's good. That's mostly Dart getting him the rock. So he got him 1,000-yard receiver this year without his main guy. That's good. George Pickens over 1,400 yards, 9 TDs, 134 targets. Okay. Justin Jefferson has one more game. He needs 50 yards, 53 yards to get his 1,000 yards, make his incentive to get his bread. Mika Ibuka didn't get to his 1,000 yards today. McCaffrey ain't getting to his 1,000 yards today. Dang, I wanted McCaffrey to do it, bruh. I wanted him to do it. And McConkey far off his 1,000 yards, 789. Zay Flowers made his 1,000. Devontae Adams didn't make his 1,000. CeeDee Lamb made his 1,000. Nico Collins made his 1,000.
Who didn't make their 1,000? Michael Wilson didn't make 1,000. He got a game to just put up 100 to make his 1,000. I can't believe Devontae Adams didn't even make his 1,000, but he got hurt. So that's his season in the bag. Howard Fannin Jr. almost made 1,000. That's big for him. Rookie tight end for Cleveland. Little bright spot for them. Drake London short of 1,000. Jacoby Myers gonna be short of 1,000 unless he go off this week. Tyler Warren gonna be short of 1,000 unless he go off this week. Yeah, these niggas not getting no 1,000. Troy Franklin gonna be short of his 1,000. Kelsey fell short of his 1,000. Bijan Robinson, and he got his rushing yards, but he had 800 receiving yards. He gonna fall short of 1,000 receiving too, but that's crazy for a running back. Jalen Waddle could get to his 1,000 this week. Steph Diggs could get to his 1,000 this week. And DK Metcalf gonna fall short of his. No incentive for him. Rome Dunze nowhere close. T. Higgins gonna fall short, so Cincinnati don't gotta pay out no incentives to wide receivers this year. Brian Thomas well short. Parker Washington having a better season than him. That's wild. Yeah, that's stuff we didn't gotta take into consideration. That's stuff you gotta take into consideration. My boy, this is like 2 weeks ago, but my boy's numbers look crazy to the goal, bruh. I think he need less. I think he did the rushing already. Actually, I'm saying I think. Let me go look. Let's go look at the Russian guys. And let me put that on the screen for y'all so y'all can see that I ain't capping. James Cook lead the way, 1,600 yards. Giant Teeth, 1,559. We thought he was going to take the season away, go for his 2,000. He ain't getting nowhere close to 2,000, bro. Even though 1,600 yards is good anyway, but he ain't getting nowhere close to 2,000. He got more toward his average. 309 attempts. Let's see who had the most attempts as a rusher. Derrick Henry, third. Him getting 1,500 yards this season is a big deal. I say he's going to get it because he's only, 40-something yards away. Maybe 30 yards away. 30 yards away from 1,500 yards. 16 TDs. Bijan. Derrick Henry playing better than Bijan on the season, and Devin A. Chain. Yep, CMC 1179, 10 TDs. Let's see the TDs. Who leads in TDs? Johnny T, 18 rushing touchdowns on the season. Followed by Derrick Henry, 16. Then Josh Allen has 14 rushing touchdowns with only 579, but
14 rushing touchdowns, bro. 14 rushing touchdowns, bro. 14. Josh Allen is a motherfucking hoarder. So man, Gibbs 13, Josh Jacobs 13, James Cook 12, Charbonnet 11. I think he got another one tonight, so that I'm gonna put him at 12. Devontae Williams 11, McCaffrey didn't get one tonight yet. Kyron Williams still a 10-3 game though, like that's a pain in the neck right here. Boy, gonna do it. And now they lose this game like this. Oh my God. They gotta be able to put it together, man. (13-3) game. C2, what's going on, brother? Yeah, just jumped on to say what's going on. A happy New Year to y'all and all that. Had to do my thing. Come on. Do my thing. Come on. Talk to the people. Let's talk about the Gravitas a little bit since C2 came in. 3-year lie and the Shador Sanders Gravitas reality check here on BALDSC. There's a lie the NFL tells every season. A lie that fans repeat. A lie media weaponizes. A lie that ruins quarterbacks before they're even allowed to become quarterbacks. The lie is this. We already know what he is. Reality. Takes 3 years for an NFL quarterback to become whatever he's going to be. And when he says 3 years, let's be precise. Not 3 calendar years. Not 3 jersey years. Not 3 jerseys. Not 3 depth charts. 3 full off seasons. 3 years of individual QB coaching. 3 years of installing, reinstalling, mastering an offense. 3 years of reps with the ones. 3 full seasons as unquestioned starter. That's the clock. But here's the truth, Mom. Nobody wants to admit. Shador Sanders is 6 weeks in. The 3-year clock hasn't even started yet for my boy. The Gravitas, what you're actually watching from draft day to 6 weeks ago. Shador Sanders was denied first team practice reps, consistent QB specific coaching, full install ownerships, starter level game reps. So are we
What are we watching now? Not the finished product, not the future verdict. We are watching the very beginning of access to the Gravitas. This is Shador finally touching reps he was blocked from initially, unwisely so. Finally receiving coaching he was delayed from. Finally learning an offense while playing live NFL football that matters. History doesn't favor rush judgments. Let's rewind 1 year. At this exact point last season, Caleb Williams was being whispered about as a bust. Why? Why? A coach who didn't believe in him. A system that didn't fit his skill set. Constant narrative pressure instead of developmental patience. Now we fast forward. 1 year. Pro Bowler. Playoff leader. Franchise centerpiece. Nothing magical happened with Caleb, bro. Nothing magical. But you know what happened? Better talent. Time happened. Coaching alignment happened. Accountability happened. Reps happened. And a better product. So it's the same movie, different name. More gravitas. More gravitas. You know what I mean? First down for Purdy. Shador Sanders is dealing with the exact same conditions. A coach who does not believe in him. I don't care what you tell me or say, Stefanski. Actions speak louder than words, and Stefanski, yeah, Stefanski. Go find somebody else to run Stefanski. Go find another organization to get analytically smart on Stefanski. I don't care where you go, but Cleveland, you ruined that. You didn't recognize the talent fast enough. You made a bad decision. But the rookies are the rookies, as both of them have similar numbers in the 6 games played, and that's what I told you. I said you can't evaluate him. You got to give him the 6 games, same 6 games that Dylan Gable had. And now the 6 games are played, and the numbers don't lie. You know, though Shador has a little more yardage, same amount of touchdowns, way more interceptions. So with that's without reps and coaching, though. I'm gonna say that. And you can see the life of the team is better with Shador. He looks naturally a franchise leader. Like, he looks naturally like that. You know what I mean? But he don't have a coach that believed in him. And now, even if he's made a believer, I don't believe you that you're a made believer. I think he's a coach that's consistently failed with multiple quarterbacks, including Deshaun Watson. And I don't know what y'all looking for. He's leaning on the talents of great defenders. At that, the talent is on the defensive side of the ball, and you've been leaning on it for years. And a run game. Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, you know what I mean? Things like that. And yet, in just 6 weeks, 49 points in losses versus Titans and Bills. Shador nearly forced OT against the Super Bowl Bills, botched field goal attempt from the Browns. They just that horrible. They can't even. They just find ways to lose games. These 3 scoring drives versus division champs fighting for playoff seeding. That's not failure. That's evidence of trajectory. And the Gravitas test must begin, right? Quarterback isn't just arm talent. It's composure. It's command. It's leadership when the room knows you haven't been given the keys yet. That's why the moment mattered. That's why the 6th game mattered. That's why beating Aaron Rodgers, your favorite veteran,
and the best touchdown to interception ratio passer of the game right now. That's in his career. To get the win on Aaron Rodgers before he go home and pack it up was good. To get the win against his rival team Steelers and Mike Tomlin publicly congratulating Shador after snubbing him and snickering. Yeah. That was pretty dope moment. That's the NFL royalty recognizing the NFL gravity behind the kid. It only took them a whole season to do so. And that's best seeing what fans are rushing past as well, right? So just wanted to bring that to the forefront. BALDSC right here on Banging Ace Live and Direct. Our position is no hedging. Here's the stance, clear, firm, and on the record. Within 1 or 2 years, Shador Sanders will be a Pro Bowl quarterback, leading his team to the playoffs. Talent level, check. Mental toughness, check. Processing growth, and beating the blitz, check. Situational calm, check. What he doesn't have yet is the time and the proper reps and the support that he's supposed to have, like Cam Ward, like Jackson Dart, like Tyler Show. And Tom is undefeated. And we live and direct in prime time. So y'all be careful on what y'all want to do. And then context matters. While we here, let's kill more lazy narratives. Puka Nacua becoming the fastest to 300 receptions isn't hype, it's historic. Don't get it effed up. Right? Brock Purdy went from plug and play to contract deserving consistency and more. Looking healthy and got everybody with drop draw. Right? Can he pull this game out though, Brock? Can he pull this game out? Everybody gonna go back to their little hater shit. Sam Darnold trying to end it though. 13-3 game. 9-9 in the fourth. 49ers got to get on the board. They got to get on the board in order to make this a game. And they running out of time. Dak Prescott, leading the league in passing yards, had a MVP caliber season, but not good enough to get into the playoffs. Team lost a lot of games. Even with him throwing the ball well, Dak Prescott is surviving structural chaos with elite output. Can't blame Dak. And his percentage to get traded right now, his value is dumb high, so watch out. Drake May, weak MVP is the talk. Ignore schedule, reality, and historical impact. You play who's in front of you. Doesn't matter if they post by, everybody's going for a championship. You play who's in front of you, and you win and lose the games. I don't want to hear it. You win when it counts. Playoff wins validate everything of the season. So when y'all talk all that trash about the season, every playoff win will validate it. If they not that guys, they'll go out first round, right? If they not those guys, right, they'll go out first round. And I just don't think that they're going to go out first round, but it could happen. They're a very young team that had a very successful year. They can make the mistake of being too happy. You understand what I'm saying? That they can make that mistake. They're very young. Now, 6 weeks in is not a career. 6 weeks is not a verdict. 6 weeks is barely an introduction. But welcome to the NFL. Shador Sanders. The 3-year clock for Shador Sanders begins at OTAs, and when it does, the same people rushing to judgment this season will be explaining why they always believed in him. Yeah, do you believe? See, we was at that phase, I think 3 years ago. So it's past believe with us, and you have to be part of this platform to understand the growth and the confidence. BALDSC doesn't forget.
We remember we was there for the journey, and we're here for the journey. We're still here for the journey. The human gravitas level is on legendary, and the story is still being written. And it couldn't have been written no other way this season for the Gravitas himself. So I'm there with that. Yeah. Let's look at let me see something about the Gravitas. Let's look at the yardage. I want to see who's around the Gravitas. Brock Purdy, Jackson Dart passed for 2,000 yards this season. He got a receive over 1,000 yards. Tyler Shows passed for 2,000 yards this season. Good job for those guys. I don't think either one of them started the season either. So that's a good season for them. Jackson Dart throws 13 touchdowns, runs for like 10, something like that. Total 23 touchdowns. Brock Purdy throws 20. He was hurt for half the season. Tyler Show only threw 9. That's what I want to see. I want to see how many touchdowns these dudes threw. Let's do the touchdown thing. Aaron Rodgers threw 23. So Caleb threw 2 more than Aaron Rodgers. Bo Nix threw 2 more than Aaron Rodgers. Jalen Hurts. All these guys at 25. Josh Allen, Sam Darnold, Jalen Hurts, Bo Nix, Caleb Williams. Jordan Love only got 23. Aaron Rodgers got 23. Bryce Young got 23. Patty Mahomes 22. Jacoby Brissett 21. Brock Purdy 20. And he was only here for half the season. 2 attacks, 20. Danny Jones went out with 19. Geno Smith out 19. Lamar Jackson only got 18 touchdowns on the season. C.J. Stroud only got 18 touchdowns on the season. Both of those guys could be playoff teams, so that's real surprising. Flacco and Cam Ward got 15. Cam Ward threw for 3,100 yards. As a rookie, though, he had a very rough season. He still had a positive season throwing for that much for them. Joe Burrow, Jackson Dart 13. Cardi 11. Mac Jones 13. They both threw more than J.J. McCarthy. More than Michael Penix. Tyler Shaw only 9. Shador Sanders got 7. Dylan Gabriel 7. Justin Fields 7. Spencer Rattler 8. Shador only got that in 6 games. Dylan Gabriel only got that in 6 games. I don't know how many games it's been for Tyler Shaw. I know he didn't start the season, but Spencer Rattler got 8. He started the season. So Shador is one off for Spencer Rattler. He got more than Kyler Murray. More than Phillip Rivers. Rivers had 3 games. More than Russ. And the backups and all of them. Joe Burrow, 14 touchdowns this season, coming in off the hurt season. All right. Got the most 20-yard plays. Matt Stafford, Drake May, Jared Goff, Josh Allen, Caleb Williams, Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, Trevor Lawrence. Okay. Who got the most 40-yard plays? Sam Darnold got Prescott, Josh Allen, C.J. Stroud. Okay. Jalen Hurts, Jared Goff. Patty Mahomes, Stafford. Who was the longest play on the season? 88, 87, 86. Shador 66. Caleb Williams 65. 67 for Sam Darnold. 69 for Penix. Drake May got 72. C.J. Stroud got a 75-yarder. Danny Jones got a 75-yarder. That's wild. Who got the most sacks on the season? Geno, of course. Cam Ward. Cam Ward top first in sacks this season. That's crazy. Then Justin Herbert right behind them in the playoffs, though. Justin Herbert been here. He been through so much. He's like, no, y'all not keeping me out of there. 47 sacks for Drake May. Josh Allen with 40. Trevor Lawrence 39. That's going to be big there going into this playoff. That's telling me whose lines is what. Jared Goff got sacked 36 times. Baker Mayfield 36. Patty Mahomes 34. Lamar Jackson 33. Yeah. Giving up the most sack yardage. Geno Smith. Cam Ward. Nico Collins began his long ball a lot. Got 5 opportunities. James Williams the same. Chris Olave got 4. But that's his bread and butter. See how they're trying to run the clock out. .357 on the clock. 49ers getting shut down. Gonna have to be the 6th seed, buddy. Gonna have to be the 6th seed. They could be the high as the 1 seed with a win, as low as the 6th seed with a loss. Oh no, buddy. What's going on? Roy got to his 1,000. Abuka didn't get to his. Oh man, Baker, that's a fail, bro. That's a fail, Buka. And Baker. NFL's fined Rams Jared 11,000 for flashing a peace sign at the Falcons bench during a blocked field goal return. Oh, really? That doesn't make any sense, but whatever, NFL. Wow. Josh Allen's probably the best dual threat quarterback ever. Yeah, probably. With his rushing touchdowns and all that. Better than Cam and all that. Yeah, probably. Best DB on the season, 6 interceptions, Kevin Byard. Wow, that's surprising me. Stacey Horn, Ernest Jones, Devin Lloyd. These are playoff teams too, except for Kevin Byard. Seattle got like 3 dudes up there though. The Ernest Jones with 5 interceptions. Kobe Bryant with 4. And I think this Cameron Bynum. No, that's not Seattle. Stingley only got 4 on the season. Okay, go back to the house, man. Cody Barton, Jesse Bates, Deron Bland. Blandham's got 1 this year. Kyle Duggar. Crazy. Story of the kicker, missed the field goal. Oh, shit, they left the opening window. It's going to be a close one. Yeah, when you're playing so confident and cocky and you kick like cocky. Yeah. Oh, man. When you get all cocky and you kick like cocky. Yeah. It's crazy. Sucks. These are the win streaks going into the season. Playoff wins before turning 30. Going into the playoffs, I mean. Josh Allen, already climbing the list. Got married, having a baby, Purdy. Two minutes on the clock. They gotta get back to the line after McCaffrey's grab. 2-minute warning coming. That's gonna stop the clock. Seahawks defense has been dominant tonight going into the playoff. Oh, can Cam Ward be a spoiler tomorrow? Cam Ward plays the spoiler tomorrow. Titans beat the Jaguars tomorrow. Texans clinch the AFC South automatically. Texans do got a win, though. They take it anyway.
Oh, God. 69 yards allowed in the first half for the Seattle defense. First on third and first down, converters allowed, 3 points allowed. Going into the half, they finished the second half the same way. Gotta get that Seahawks defense, boy, some credit, boy. They are locked down D. One of them boring games. That's why I've just been talking away. Steelers got to beat the Ravens tomorrow. That's going to be a hard task. Oh, shit. Oh, man. I'm sorry, y'all. I got this knee problem. Oh, man. That hurt. That hurt. That hurt. Oh. That hurt. I felt like I was sitting in a car too long right there. Cleveland Browns will win on Sunday. Kevin Stefanski will be fired on Monday morning. Thankfully, prayerfully. Sorry, I don't pray for nobody's doom, right? But here's why. We think the fans think he lost the locker room with the shenanigans and the red shirt and Shedeur Sanders in front of those vets the whole season. Team will finish season probably at 5-12 on the year. Had he installed Shedeur on day one and allowed him to develop as a first-round draft pick, talent that he is, respectfully, Browns probably would have been 8-9, 9-8 in that division this season. You never know. And they will be fighting for a playoff spot, maybe possibly, right in this battle with the Steelers and Ravens. But no, they looked horrible. And a lot of it comes down to the coaching, as he would say, all season long. Steady engaged in an ego battle with the GM, Andrew Berry, and sabotage Shedeur success and every effort to win this ego war, right? So when you made that decision, you got to stand on it. Andrew Berry, who knocked it out of the park in the 2025 NFL draft and should be looked at as one of the best drafts in GM's history, getting a loaded draft like that. But then again, there's a few other GMs that did a good job last year. Jim Schwartz, who transformed this Browns defense into one of the elite defenses in the league and recently received the public endorsements of Browns franchise player Myles Garrett, will be installed as the new head coach. You heard this here first from on BALDSC, live from the fan base on Twitter. Yeah. Oh, compliments of the fan base on Twitter. What's his name? Let me give him the whole credit. Hova 76. Hova 76. Salute to him. We share similar opinions, I see. Who got the most fumbles caused? Sports fumbles was Joey Bosa before he left, and Aiden Hudson, Landman, Khalil Mack,
I swear, Eric Wilson, they all the same. Three fumble recoveries. Fumble returns for touchdowns. Who got those this year? DeMarcus Lawrence, another Seattle dude. Anderson Jr. Seattle clinches number 1 seed. And salute to Sammy D getting his bread. They have not got all motherfucking 2.5 million, but he might have got 2 million of it. Oh my goodness. Clinching and got the number 1 seed. Oh man, I know them making the playoffs is one, but getting number 1 seed, that gotta be more money. Throwing for over a certain amount of yardage, that gotta be more money. Certain amount of touchdowns. That's raw. Wow. 49ers couldn't get none done right when I was feeling confident about them. I think this matchup is gonna come back to haunt each other. NFC champion. Oh man. They clinched the NFC championship. Oh, I gotta give it to Sammy D, man. Gotta give it to Sammy D. I was one of his biggest haters on the season. I was one of the biggest haters this year. Man. Yeah, come on, let's go. Don't think about it, just do it. Just do it. Donald beat Purdy. That's going to be a matchup that comes back. Definitely going to be a matchup that comes back. Question is his numbers better than his numbers? And if his numbers is better than his numbers, is it elite enough to fuck with their numbers? Sam Darnold stayed at the top of the league and passing this year, touchdowns and all that. Got number 1 wide receiver. He get into that bag, Sir Charles. He get into that bag. Yeah.
If the Broncos beat the Chargers on Sunday, Bo Nix will tie Russell Wilson for the most wins by a quarterback in his first 2 seasons, 24, and make it 24 in NFL history. Wow. He's on trying to get his numbers, trying to get his incentive money up. I think he already rich this year. I think he's trying to get the bonuses. That's crazy. That's crazy. So, who wins the NFL? The playoffs is basically set. No, we got one more. We got one more season to figure out. We got one more season to figure out. There we go. Caffrey dropped the pass and went into the other hands for interception. Purdy got fucking crushed. (13-3) game. I think the 49ers played a good defense. They just didn't get no offensive help in that game, no offensive production. When you don't get no offensive production, everything changes. Everything changes. Go check next channel real quick. Carl 42, Drake May 42, 30 touch. Sam Donald 25, over 4,000 yards thrown. Oh, he got over his 4,000. That's it. He got his money there. Then he got the 25 TDs. I think he got his money there. I think he had to finish with 100 QBR on the season. And I don't think he got his money there. You know, he's finished with a 99.1. So you ain't get that little incentive, but that's okay. You got everything else. And you're like, whoa, try next year for that one. Yeah. Well, Nick's probably trying to get that same incentive, get the 4,000 yards. I don't think it's going to happen unless he throw for 300 this week, but we'll see. Trevor Lawrence, probably around about the same. Caleb Williams, if he gets the 4,000 yards, yo, he going to get the crazy incentive. I expect him to come out aggressive this week. Win the game, Caleb. Chain for Caleb. Chain for Caleb. Chain for Caleb. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Though I'm gonna say it, I said it then and I'll say it now. I wasn't a Caleb fan, but I was curious to see what he was gonna do once he got to the NFL. He came out. He was projected to come out a #1 draft pick for 3 seasons, bro. He had one booming season with 3 #1s on his team. They all doing something in the business right now, from Pittman to what's the guy? They all hurt though. They all hurt, but in college they did their thing. Like, and once he lost them, his play went down. His team wasn't as, you know what I mean? And so I wasn't so convinced on him. So everybody was talking that tank for Caleb shit. And the Bears wanted Caleb over Justin Fields. They didn't give Justin Fields what they gave Caleb. Though now, I believe, after watching Justin Fields in the Eagles for 1 year, decent season, but watching for the Jets this season, it was like watching, it was worse than Wilson. And you had to be there. You had to be a fan. You had to be a fan to understand Green or Glenn. Gang Green Glenn. You know what I mean? You had to be there. You had to understand as a fan what that felt like. Going from Sam Darnold to Wilson. We went through and watched Sam Darnold go through hell. Like, then we go to Wilson and those years and wasted draft picks, energy, time, lack of development, all of that's all organizational qualms, the same organizational qualms the Browns going through, but at least they got their defense together and they got Mr. Schwartz there and all of that. But oh man, it was easy for them. They took 2 quarterbacks. They just needed to start with the right one, man. And if they gave them true competition with each other, true reps, you know what I mean? They didn't have people there to distract you like Flacco and Pickett. And you would have knew who was really going to start the season instead of you picking and choosing through favoritism, because it wasn't by skill. It wasn't by analytical skill. It was by favoritism. There's no other way to put it. My boy beat that kid out last year in the numbers alone. Like, he sent, look at them, like, look, how much did his team fall off after he left, him and Travis left, versus how much did Caleb's team fall off? How much did Dylan Gable's team fall off? They plugged another quarterback right in and kept on doing the same thing Dylan Gable was doing, same thing Justin Herbert was doing, same thing Tyler Shaw. I didn't even know Tyler Shaw went to Oregon. He was in Oregon. Like, I was like, oh, wow, this is crazy. Like, I just found that out this weekend. Like, didn't even know he was over there. Kid has been coached up. That's why I believe Dylan Gabriel is good, too. He didn't have a fair season. He ain't been developed properly. He was given false acclamation, then a reality check to his confidence. But that doesn't take away from what he's done and what he's done in college. Did he deserve to be drafted? I think he deserved to be an NFL player. Probably not the 3rd round, but he was. So he was selected 3rd round, okay. But you telling me as a coach, you went and scouted Dylan Gabriel. You didn't really have to scout Shador. He was popping out at you all season. So you went and scouted Dylan Gabriel and other quarterbacks in that draft, and you picked Dylan Gabriel over Dart. You could have took Dart in the 1st round. You picked Dylan Gabriel. You picked Mason Graham. and all them niggas over Dart and Shador. Like, that don't even make no sense. And you needed a quarterback, right? You needed a quarterback. So you said I could get the Dart Magic in the third round with Dylan Gable. Okay, but you didn't. Then he played, you know what I mean? And you got to develop that talent. Like, he's a small quarterback, so you got to think more like Kyler Murray, all those guys. When he get his NFL body, he gonna be different, Mariota-ish. But that's what he is, Mariota-ish. Like, that's what you're gonna get. What Mariota is. Like, Justin Herbert, he's nasty, but he's a big quarterback, 6'4", 6'5". Like, he's a big dude. Like, Tyler Shaw is a big dude. Like, they different. Like, so, you know, these are big dudes, man. Like, for real. So, Charles, I'm not playing. Like, I'm dead serious, man. Oh. Dead serious. Jalen Hurts. Let's look at his numbers. 3,200 yards, 25 TDs, 6 interceptions. Okay. Hold up. Let's see who he in there with. 25 TDs, Caleb Williams, Sam Darnold, Josh Allen, Bo Nix, Jalen Hurts, Bryce Young, Jordan Love. Now, who got the least interceptions out of that bunch? Caleb Williams, Jalen Hurts, Jordan Love. No. Bryce Young is not in, Jordan Love is not in it. It's just Jalen Hurts and Caleb Williams. Everybody else got high interceptions, but they all got 25 touchdowns. Who got 26? Trevor Lawrence, 26 high interceptions. Mayfield with 26 high interceptions. Justin Herbert, 26 high interceptions. Dak Prescott, 30 high interceptions, 10, almost 100 QBR though. And then Drake May and these guys, low interceptions. And it made the difference in their numbers and they play and they wins and all of that. Keeping them turnovers down is important. Keeping them turnovers down is important, guys. Nine touchdown for Tyler Shaw. That's okay. On the season, like, he gonna have to double that. Triple that. I think he started at week 6 or something like that, week 5, something like that. So that's what, 5 less games. That's 10 games. That's an interception a game. I mean, that's a touchdown a game, basically ratio. Spencer Rattler got 8 touchdowns and 1,500 yards on the season. That's the 30. 1,521 is 3,700 yards total in passing, and 18 touchdowns total, or 17 touchdowns total in passing. Yeah, they gotta step it up. One of them guys gotta step it up. I was asking about Spencer Rattler. Same bad offense, bad team. For his time, he wasn't developed right. Could he go somewhere? Spencer Rattler got more yards in probably about the same amount of games than Dylan Gable. He averaged more per shot down the field. What is this? Average intended air yards, completed air yards.
see the attempts. That's what I want to see. Attempts. Let me actually put it in. Tyler Show. 292 attempts versus that's the Rattlers 257. So he got 40 more attempts and he got 500 more yards. 2 more touchdowns. I think Spencer Rattler and Tyler Show played on the same level, like 267, 269, 8.38. You know what I mean? They make it seem like he played that much better, but did he? You know what I mean? 2.4. Spencer Rattler 2.7. Let's go. What is this? Yards per aggressiveness. Nah, I want yards. Completion percentage over here. Expected completions. Alright. So let's go back down to these dudes. Tyler Show. 67 expected. 67 was the actual. So he put out what he was expected. He didn't. Has 5 interceptions to Show's 5 interceptions. Same kind of player. Like, I think Spencer Rattler could go somewhere and be a good quarterback. Michael Penix is an example of it. Like Atlanta, he was averaging more than Michael Penix. No, right here, 8.8. Michael Penix got him beat. 13.8 there. 16 to Rattler. 276 to 257. 9 touchdowns to his 8. 3 interceptions to his 5. They played similar. So I would put him on like a Michael Penix. Look, Brock Purdy played about the same amount of games as him. I would put him on there. Look, Brock Purdy's numbers at 20 TDs. Even in the limited games he played. Rattler and them got to step it up to that. Penix got to step it up to that. Like, they still got to step it up to that. Like, what my boy got? Purdy got 2,100 yards since on the season and the games he played. McCarthy nowhere close. Joe Burrow nowhere close. Marcus Mariota nowhere close. Kirk Cousins nowhere close. Spencer Rattler getting closer, but nowhere close. Jaden Daniels numbers, 1,200 yards, 8 touchdowns. Played a limited amount of the season. Give him about 7 games of the season. 1,200 yards, 8 TDs, 3 interceptions. That's how you know he got low interceptions. And he could score when he played, but he wasn't playing. About 7 games, then got about 6. Got less yardage. Just about the same amount of touchdowns, 2 interceptions only. I think Dylan Gabriel could be a good quarterback somewhere, bro. He just needs development. I think Shador needs development. His numbers is not far off of Dylan Gabriel. Dylan Gabriel got 937. Shador got 1289 going into this week, and 7 TDs and 10 interceptions. What Dylan Gabriel got? 7 TDs and 2 interceptions. You know what I mean? How many yards per goal? He was averaging more. Let's go to completion percentages. Shador 60%. Gabriel 64%. 80 to Shador 68 in QBR. So, you know, I feel like they playing on the same level. You know what I mean? They play on the same level with different styles. They both deserve development. Justin Fields never properly developed right, but look at his numbers. 1 interception, 1,200 yards, 7 TDs. Never properly developed right, and Glenn was not developing him. He was trying to lean on talent. Bad coach to get him. Joe Burrow, Marcus Mariota, Kirk Cousins, Spencer Rattler, Jackson Dart, though. He was magical. He does have some it factor. I don't know if the Giants should trade him for more draft picks and take Mendoza. You know what you got with Jackson Dart. You got a baller, somebody who wants to be there to crush this kid after you sold him as the one. Let him crush himself. Let him get their concussions. Let him make that a part of his contract, like somewhere in there. Center base on his play, and let him knock himself out, bro. What my boy Jada said, knock yourself out. Yeah. Then are you modeling my knock yourself out? You gonna let your head down, knock yourself out. Go ahead, Jackson Dart, knock yourself out, bro. Go ahead, bro. Maybe they should get a backup that can go. Don't have a maybe backup, and let Jackson Dart be the leader and go and see what he could bring you, man. Let him knock himself out, bro. Like, period. Let him keep on dancing. Knock yourself out. Salute to Jada, man. I think he could be a good quarterback in this league, though. Everybody that was hurt, their numbers were similar. They're in the same zone. They're in the roundabout completion rate, averages, 100 yards off of each other, 200 yards off of each other, but they all in the same zone. Like, you know what I mean? That's how you could tell. J.J. McCarthy, I think, is going to be a good quarterback once he develops. He was a rookie this year, and it showed. And they tried to sell him better than he was, and the real test averaged him out. You know what I mean? I think he'll be a pretty decent quarterback, especially under that coach. He got to get it together, though. Now he knows what the speed of the game is, what he got to study. He get next year to come in and be better, and if he's not, the league will tell you, because Jefferson is going to start screaming if he don't start screaming this offseason. And oh man. Word. Oh man. That's all I can say. What else we doing, man? Anything else, Sir Charles? Flacco this weekend? My boy gonna get the sack record on Flacco? Can he beat his old team? Nah, Burrow, like, nah, I'm stepping in here. We're gonna smash these dudes. Like, let's see what Shador get. Shador get another victim under the belt. Shador get another victim under the belt. Let me find out. Bow City. He get another viable, respectable victim at his low front. Can he get that? Oh, Joe Burrow should give him that. Like, yeah, I'm gonna try a few things today. If y'all get me, y'all get me. But we gonna compete. Like boom. B. John gonna get his 15. Derek get his 15. Johnny at his 15. James Cook way over his 15. Let's see what he can end the season at. I get to 17. 100 yards on the season. Mr. McCaffrey. 1,100 yards. Smith gives 1,100 yards. Saquon Barkley 1,100 yards. Rico Dotto about 1,100 yards. Travis Etienne is about to be at 1,100 yards. Okay. It was a 1,100 yard season for you guys. Chase Brown begging to get in there. Get his $1,000. His 1,000-yard incentive. Kenneth Walker, I think, fell short of his. Oh, he might have got it. He had 50 at the half. He might have got it. Jalen Warren. He trying to get it. Aston Gentry not going to get his shit. Travion Henderson about to get his shit. Let's see if he can get there. Junkins is hurt. He not going to get there. Manunga, he ain't going to get there either. That was a backup. Who got the most rushing fumbles? Gotta be. Oh. Caleb Williams. Oh. Josh Allen. Oh. James Cook. Oh. So Derrick Henry he can't let it get to him, bruh. 2 attacks. Oh. Derrick Henry. That's 4, bruh. To these guys, 5, 6, and 7s. Justin Herbert, all these quarterbacks up there with all these fumbles, man. Jalen Hurts, 4. Jackson Dart, 3. Jared Goff, 3. Josh Jacobs, 3. Jordan Love, 3. Drake May, 3. Wow. Quarterbacks be fumbling, huh? Okay. It's good to know. We get the most attempts. Johnny T got the most attempts by 2 on Cookie. It's McCaffrey right behind all of them. Saquon Barkley got over 1,000. I didn't even see his 1,000 this year, but he got there. Josh Jacobs is right there. He gonna have to ball out this weekend in order to get his joint. Tony Pollard got to his joint. I didn't see his. He got there before Josh Jacobs. That just go to show you that Tony Pollard was balling quietly this year. I told him. Consistently running. Not running for 100-yard games, but more like 60, 70. You know what I mean? 50. Just kept it going, and then you just run into those 90 and those 100-yard games at the end of the season and put you over the mark, but you was consistent. Last 4 weeks of the season, you hitting over the 100. I put you right at your mark. Oh, man. Chase Brown, DeAndre Swift, Bucky nowhere close. He was hurt most of the season, though. Travion Henderson got more than I thought he should have. He started playing late in the season, but I guess not. That's it, man. I'm going to wrap this show, y'all. You already know. What do we do?
Got a nice week tomorrow. We got Baltimore, Pittsburgh. That's tomorrow night. We right here on BALDSC. I should be there. We got Washington, Philly. Washington could play spoiler, but I doubt it. They only won 4 games on the season. Miami 7-9 did better than I expected them to do this season, but New England ain't giving it up now. In Foxborough at that? No way. Vegas is gonna just lose again to Kansas City. They'll get to their 7 wins. Vegas is no way giving up their number 1 draft pick right now. I wouldn't. They better not do what they did last year. Do what the Giants just did to themselves and shoot themselves in the foot. Rams, Arizona, which is gonna be interesting. Arizona got 3 wins. They got a good pick too. Like they went in when we dropped them down the list, and right now they need all the help they can get, especially if they're moving off of Kyler Murray. So we'll see what Arizona presents to us this year. Chargers and Denver is going to be a big-time game at 4:25. Watch that game. Detroit and Chicago. Let me give y'all my picks. I went San Fran in this game. That was a loss. I went Tampa Bay in the earlier game. That was a win. I'm going to go Baltimore in the Pittsburgh game. I'm going to go Philly. I'm going to go New England. I'm going to go Kansas City. I'm going to go Rams. I'm going to go Chargers for the W. And Denver loses. Patriots win. They get the number 1 seed and all that blah, blah, blah. Right? But Denver in a good spot to win this game in Denver in the Mile High. So I know I was going to be against the grain, but I'm going to go Chargers for the win there. I'm going to go Detroit for the win in Chicago. Easy, too. I don't think they respect Chicago at all. But, yeah, I'm gonna go that. And you got the Bills and the Jets. We go Bills. We go Dallas over the Giants. We go Oh man. Better defense in the Minnesota Green Bay game is Minnesota right now, and that's interesting. And no quarterback play, so we got to go Green Bay. Same thing, Green Bay no quarterback play, but it's more efficient quarterback play from Minnesota. So we'll go Green Bay, and then Cam Ward get a W. Run Jacksonville. It's a team rival game. They actually playing for the number 1 seed too, I think. In the event the other 2 lose, Jacksonville just has to win. They jump in the top seed. They got Houston chasing them down. Going Houston, going to get the W over Indianapolis. Going Cleveland over the Bengals. And I'm going rivalry game, New Orleans, Atlanta early. I want to go Atlanta, but this is one of them games that Atlanta screw up. And New Orleans will win and knock the Bucs out.
I think we need Atlanta to win, right? Yeah, I think we need Atlanta to win. So I'll go Atlanta. The Bucks need Atlanta to win. That's crazy that I just said that. But yeah, it's real. I said it. These guys. It's crazy. Yeah, Atlanta's supposed to smoke them. Atlanta's supposed to smoke them, but they haven't. But they not. So we'll see what happens. Oh, they need the Saints to win at Falcons on Sunday in order to win, to be in. If Atlanta wins, Falcons is in. So, wow. I think the Falcons is expected to win. I don't know that New Orleans trying to lose a game, though, man. Tyler Show right now actually had a better season than Michael Penix in the same amount of games played. Ooh, Penix. That is something on you, buddy. That is something on you. Man, listen. Oh, man. Saints got to win. All right, so I guess we got to go Saints. We going Saints. We going Saints then in that game because I need the Bucks to get in. But don't count on it. Don't count on it. But with that said, let's move that. That said, I'm going to get ready to get out of here, y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for coming in tonight. I just wanted to come back and say Happy New Year to everybody. And it's just the MVP. It's just the MVP, y'all. Is this 9 the real MVP? Is this the real 9 right here? Joe Burrow looking at me like, what? That's my number. Like, yeah, everybody trying to claim it, Joe. Cup of Joe show. Everybody claiming your number, bro. You better get out here, bro, and start performing. Better get out here and stop performing, boy. Boy. Better start performing, bro. Oh, man. Salute, though, man. I'm going to get up out of here. Salute, Sir Charles. We did it again. We did it again. I'm trying to get to episode 55. This is 54 in the bag. Season 4, week 18. Episode 54, special. Legacy Bouts Beginning. And the 49ers lost, yo. Mr. Incredible wasn't so incredible. He was pretty irrelevant tonight. But that's life. That's life going into the playoffs. What can you say? What can you say? 6-game win streaks collide. Somebody has to lose. Both without their starting left tackles. Somebody has to lose. No excuses. Just survival. Just survival. Oh. Ask
Baker, how that feels. Baker and Bulls. I think it's going downhill from here, guys. Baker and Bulls. 0 blitz on the 4th down. 0 blitz on the 3rd down. Yeah, we're waiting for it. We're waiting for it, Mr. Bowles. We're waiting for it with your Tampa 2. Zone blitzing. We're waiting for it. Oh, yeah, you giving us the look? I'm going to beat that. 40 yards later, 60 yards later, a touchdown and a Super Bowl opportunity down the drain. Another playoff opportunity, possibly down the drain. But then we have a flea flicker. A trick play that goes bad, bad discipline, bad. And now we have life. But do we? Do we really? I don't know. Let's go. Welcome to BALDSC 2026. Season 4 in the bag. Legacy BOUTS begin. The NFC West Showdown leads with Sammy D on top of the pack. Sammy D. Yeah, that same Sammy D. Sammy Darnold. No fumbleitis. A little bit of happy feet, but all wins. And Sammy D has a redemption night. And oh, man. I don't know, folks. I don't know. Drakey maybe getting overstanding by Joshy Allen. And then Matt Stafford says, give it to me. It's all mine this year. But Sam Darnold is like, I don't know. I'm the number 1 seed in the West, fellas. Y'all got to go through me in the tough Seattle defense and our home crowd. One of the loudest stadiums, if not the loudest stadium in the NFL. And oh my God, suddenly, Sammy D is a threat. Wow, Sammy D. Salute to Sammy D. And all y'all got to go through the defending champs. Don't let them get the number 1 seed. And y'all had to go through Philly. Oh, my goodness, bro. So much could happen tomorrow. Be sure you make it back so we can talk about the results. Live here on BALDSC. I am your host, Bang. This is Banging Aces Live and Direct. Sport commentary, football watch, spoken stats, spoken back, conversation, oration, whatever you want to do, we can do. We can rap battle, spell battle, all that. Like, all of that. But don't tell me that BALDSC is not worthy. You dig? Salute, y'all. Salute. Make sure y'all hit the like, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next episode. Bang!